All right, in this video we're going to talk about synthetic division, but whenever it is not an x minus a k. Whenever it's an ax minus a k. I'm using problems from your long division sheet. You can see that here, okay? But if we are doing a binomial to the first degree, like this is 2x to the first plus 3, it is synthetically dividable. But we need it to be x minus k, not ax minus k. So here's what we're going to do to be able to do it synthetically. We have to get rid of the 2. Well, what we see is that it's multiplying by 2. So what we can do is divide it by 2. And if we do that there, we have to do it to everybody. So the problem then becomes 2x squared minus 9 over 2. I know, it's a fraction. It's okay. And then it's x. And it's plus 3 over 2. Again, it's a fraction. We can put those in parentheses so we know. We do need everybody in order and all exponents represented. So we've got, where's my laser pointing? We got 2x squared here. We don't have any x, and then we've got the constant. So we need to make sure we add in 0x. And then it is, take the half box like we would normally with synthetic division. We're going to do opposite into here. So it's going to be negative 3 over 2. We're going to write our coefficients, 2, 0, negative 9 over 2, separate, drop, and then we start doing the math. Negative 3 over 2 times 2, well, the line in between means divide, and then the thing on the bottom is what you divide by. So 2 divided by 2 is a 1, and 1 times the top is just a negative 3. Or if you want negative 3 over 2 times 2 over 1, you just go straight. It's negative 6 over 2, which is still negative 3. Okay. We combine. Now, 3 doesn't divide by 2, so negative times negative makes positive, and then I just do the tops. Negative 3 over 2 times 3 is negative 9 over 2. But that works out nice because I already have a 9 over 2. And negative 9 over 2 and positive 9 over 2 goes to 0. And my answer is 2x minus 3. Synthetically divided. Okay. Now let's go look at number 8. Number 8 is a little funky. It needs to be descending order of exponents, and everybody needs to be there. Right now they're not descending because 2 to the third's here, and then there's squared, and then there's 2 to the first, and then that's x to the 0. So we need to put them in the right order. So 12x to the third plus 20x squareds, that's 2. That's really gross. 20x squareds plus 11x's plus 2, all being divided by 2x plus 1. Well, that's not an x minus a k, so we got to get rid of the 2. And if we do it here, we got to do it everywhere. So it's actually 6x to the third plus 10x squared plus 11 halves x plus 1, all being divided by x plus 1/2. Do your half box. Opposite in. 6, 10, 11 over 2. That'll work itself out, and a 1. Drop your first. Negative times positive is a negative. Half of 6 is 3. And so 10 minus 3 is a 7. Negative times positive is a negative. 1/2 times 7 is just 7 halves. 1/2 times 7, negative 7 over 2. 11, and that, so then it's add and subtract. Well, when you do add and subtract fractions, they have to be the same kind. So if we have 11 over 2 minus 7 over 2, they both have to be over 2, and these are. So all we do is the tops. 11 minus 7 is 4 over 2. 4 divided by 2 is actually 2. Negative times a positive is a negative. 1/2 of 2 is 1. Goes 0. That's my x. That's my x squared. So 6x squared minus 7x, plus 7x plus 2. And that's what you do if you're going to do synthetic division, but you don't actually have x minus k, and you have something you have to deal with. Okay. You could also do it at the end. I showed some of you guys, basically what you do is, and we'll look at number 7. You could just swoop this over this way. And then it's negative 2/3. And if you just took these at face value, now that should be 12 first. then 20, then 11, then 2, separate, drop. Let's see, 12 divided by 3 is a 4, times negative 2 is negative 8. That makes 12 again. So negative, let's see, it'd be 4 times negative 2 is negative 8, which makes that a 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, makes that a negative 2. That goes 0, so that's my x squared. 12x squared plus 12, that's not a 2. X plus 3, but I needed to have divided everybody by 3, so it's actually 4x squared plus 12x, sorry, nope, plus 4x plus 1. That's what you should have gotten in the long division. So that's the trick whenever it's an ax minus a k.